Welcome to Science Access. In today's class, I'll be teaching you the final part of the video of how to find the range of a function. Part 2 of this video. If you know you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe. Now, in this video, I'll be teaching you, I'll solve these 3 questions and you have to take this as assignment. All right? Now, in my introductory video, I made mention of the fact that range is talking about all the possible outputs, which is y. Why domain is talking about all the possible inputs, which is x. Remember, all the possible outputs are the dependent variable, while all the possible outputs are the dependent variable, while all the possible inputs, which is x, is independent variable. So let's solve this. In place of f of x, I'll always be replacing it with y. Replace it with y, since it's the same thing. So we now have y is equal to 2x plus 1 all over x minus 3. Now what you just need to do is just make x the subject of formula. So how do you do that? Put this over 1. Use this to multiply this, use this to multiply this. So if I use this to multiply this, I will now have y bracket x minus 3, okay, equal to, if I use 1 to multiply this, I'll have the same thing, plus 1. I use this y to multiply it, you have xy. Use y to multiply this, you have xy. Use y to multiply here, you have 3 y equals to 2x plus 1. Now, since I want to make x the subject of formula, I'll take all the x to one side. So we have here x, y. Now this one will come to this side. Now have minus 2x. This will move across the equal to sign. So if minus 3y move across, remember, plus 2x move and becomes minus. If minus move, it becomes plus. 3y plus 1. I'll just bring out x. So now have x bracket y minus 2 equals to 3x plus 1. Okay. Now remember, this here, or we can just divide. I can try to divide both sides by x minus y minus 2. I'm dividing both sides by y minus 2. Y minus 2. So this will cancel out this. So we now have x is now equal to this. So x is equal to 3y plus 1 all over y minus 2. Now, this is where we get our answer. You realize that in this place, if you put 2 here, if y cannot take 2, because if you put 2 here, it becomes 2 minus 2, and which is 0, and the denominator cannot be 0. So you are looking for all the possible value of y in which s actually exists. So y cannot take 2 value, but any other value you put, even if you put 1 million here, you put 1 million here, you produce a value for y. So the only value that y cannot take is actually 2, because the denominator cannot be 0. If you put minus 2 here, you still have minus 4. There is value, but the only one y cannot take is 2. So it simply means that the range, it actually range from negative infinity, that is any value of any negative value, to less than 2. And or in combination with greater than 2 to positive infinity. So this is actually your answer, because the only value you cannot take is 2. So this is actually from negative infinity to less than 2. Note, 2 is not included. This is actually greater than 2 to positive infinity. Now the second question is, I'll just instead of f of s, I'll put y there. So we now have y is equal to Okay, this is the second question. Y is equal to x squared minus plus 10. Now, how do you solve this? This is very easy compared to other questions. What you just need to do is just differentiate this. All right, so how do I differentiate it? I will now have y is equal to Now, how do I, if you know how to solve differentiation, you know that this power here, use it to multiply the back here. There's an invisible 1 here. If I use this 2 to multiply the back, I'll have 2. Then I'll now subtract 1 from this. Now 2 minus 1, I'll use this 2 to multiply here. I'll have 2. I'll bring down the x, which is this x. Then I'll now subtract 1 from the 2. Now have 2x raised to power what? 1. This is differentiation because I'm going to differentiate this. So 2x raised to power 1 is the same thing as what? 2x, okay? Minus, now we want to differentiate this again. So there's an invisible one here. That invisible one times minus 6 is still what? Minus 6. Now you're going to bring down what? This x. Remember, the one here, minus 1. 1 minus 1 is actually what? 0. So it's the same thing as 6s raised to power what? 0. Now, anything raised to power 0 is 1. So it's like 6s bracket what? 1. 6s times 1 is the same thing as what? 6 what? 6 times 1 is the same thing as what? 6. So if you differentiate it, you have this as your answer. Now, once you have differentiated it, you have the first rule again is you differentiate this. You have this, you find the derivative. You have this. The second rule is that you look for what? The vertex or the critical what point. The point at which the slope is 0. I'll tell you how to do that. Just equate whatever you get as a differentiation, equate it to 0 and look for what? X. So first you differentiate, you get this. The answer you got, put it equal to what? 0. Then look for what? X. So let's look for x. 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to what? If the 6 crosses the equal to sign, it becomes what? 6. Now I can divide both sides by 2. Over 2 over what? 2. This will cancel out this. X is equal to what? 3. So this is my value for what? X. Alright? Now, I'll have to put this 3 into what? This equation. Remember, I will have this equation. S squared minus 6x plus what? 10. Wherever I see x, I'll put what? 3. So we now have 3 squared is actually what? 9 minus. Now, we now have 6 bracket what? 3 plus what? 10. If you use this 3 to multiply 6, what will you have? 9 minus what? 18 plus what? 10. And your answer will be what? Remember, you are looking for y. The answer will be what? 1. So here, y is equal to what? 1. Now, the vertex we are looking for is what? X and y position. So the x, we have 3. And the y, we have what? 1. When they talk about the vertex, or the vertex, now, note that when you are plotting your normal graph, sometimes you have something like this and all that. This is the vertex that we are talking about. So if I want to give you the rule in quadratic equation, let me rewrite this equation. This is the equation. Let me rewrite this very well so that you know how to bring out your answer. We already have our answer. All right, but I'll just tell you what to do. This is A. Remember, this is B. So A here is 1. B here is what? Minus 6. And this is what? C. If A is greater than 0, this vertex you see is actually the minimum. And if A is less than 0, the vertex of the y is actually what? The maximum. So remember that rule. That rule will save you. The next question, you realize that, look at the next question. A is actually what? Minus 2. So you see the way I'll place my answer. So since A here is 1, the vertex, which is the value for y, this is x and this is y. If you are used to vector, you know that this is x, this is y. So this is y. The vertex value, or the value at which the slope is was 0, which is this, is the minimum since A is greater than what? 0. So what is now the range for this? The range is what? The minimum to what? Positive what? Infinity. So this is the range. Remember the rule again. Find the derivative, differentiate it. You have this. Equate it to 0 and solve for what? X. After solving for x, impute this x, the value of the x, impute it into the equation, you get the value for what? Y. Is the y that we are looking for. And if in the quadratic equation, if A is greater than what? 0, the y is actually what? The minimum value. So it's actually from the minimum to what? The infinity. But in this second question, we are going to see that y, A is actually what? Less than what? 0. So you see what I'm going to do. So let's solve this second equation. Now, y is equal to what? Minus 2x squared plus 8x minus what? 5. Okay? Now, as we did before, just differentiate it. If you differentiate it, you use to multiply this, you have minus 4. Now, if you subtract 1 from this, you have what? Minus 4x raised to the power 1, which is the same thing as minus 4x. And if you differentiate this, you have what? 8. Okay? So, equate it to what? 0. So, solve for what? X. I take this across the equal to sign, I now have minus 4x is equal to what? Minus what? 8. I'll divide both sides by what? Minus 4. So, minus 4 minus what? 4. So, minus will cancel out minus, minus will cancel out minus. 4 will cancel out 4. 4 will go here. We'll now have x is equal to what? 2. So, now let's now impute these 2 into what? This equation. So, we'll now have minus 2 bracket 2 square plus 8, 2 minus what? 15. Sorry, minus what? 5. Okay? So 2 square is 4. 4 times this is actually what? 4 times 2 is minus 2 is what? Minus what? 8 plus. Now if you use to multiply this, you have what? 16 minus what? 5. And what will be your answer? If you add this and this together, you have 13. You remove it from this, you have what? 3. So you realize that the vertex is actually what? For x, it is 2. And for y, it is what? 3. And that brings us to the next thing. For the value of a here, a is actually what? Less than what? 0. Minus 2 is actually what? Less than what? 0. So it means that this y value, the vertex that we have here, is actually the maximum. So the range is equal to from negative infinity to the maximum. What is the maximum that we have? 3. So this is simply what? The answer. So I want you to solve this simple question, solve it and drop your answer in the comment section. Thank you for watching.